everyone, so today's video is an update for the Fall For You project pan, and this is a collaboration with a huge group of people. I will leave all the information about who created this and with the playlist link down below in the description box, but this is one of my favorite project pans that I'm doing right now, specifically because it includes a bunch of products that I just absolutely love. This did start in August and it goes until November, so this is going to be the last update before the finale. So I also like that this project is a little bit longer than like a 1 or 2 month project, because I find that it's easier to actually hit pan on items and it gives you more time to actually get good use out of these items. So let's just go ahead and get into the update. So the first product is the Kat Von D Shade and Light face palette, and as you can see, I already have pan on these two, and I had pan before I started this project, but my main goal is to finish specifically this shade up. I also would like to make some progress on this shade, and I wanted to hit pan or at least make some progress on a couple of these contouring shades as well. But I do have a contouring powder going in another project right now, so I haven't really been using these at all. So I've just pretty much been using these two powders right here to set my under eyes, and I tend to use a lot more of this one, obviously because it's closer to my skin tone. This one is a lot more yellow, but I will pop a picture up on the screen of what this looked like the last update and also my first intro. So I feel like you won't be able to see much progress on this powder because I have been focusing kind of over here trying to thin out this pan. So I haven't really necessarily been focusing on expanding this pan, just trying to thin down the product over here, because I find like also if I dip my brush in over here I can't pick up much product. So I have been making some progress, but I feel like you won't be able to see it as much because like I said, I've just been thinning out this product over here. I haven't necessarily been expanding the pan, but I have really been enjoying this as an under eye setting powder, and I also use it kind of on my T-zone just to mattify. So like I said, my main goal was to finish this powder off. I definitely don't think it's gonna be finished by the finale, but I'm glad I was able to make some good progress on it, and I will probably keep working on this even after the project just to finish it off and hopefully declutter this palette at some point in the near future, because I'm definitely not going to finish off all the shades in here. I kind of want to depot this and keep the contour shades because I do really love them, but I also have other contouring powders in my collection that I love, so I don't know if I should just declutter this after I finish off those setting powder shades. But anyways, the next product is the Physicians Formula The Healthy Foundation, and this is one of my favorite foundations, which is really sad because Physicians Formula is no longer cruelty free, and also this product is being discontinued. So I do want to go through this, but I do really love this. It gives me the perfect amount of coverage that I like. It's a pretty light, you can build it up to like a medium coverage, but it just looks so beautiful on the skin. It's a little bit more of a glowy foundation. So my original goal was to use this 25 times, and I used it 4 times since the last update. The first time I only used it 2 times, so I have only used it 6 times in the past 2 months in total. So that is mostly because I did have a foundation in my makeup rolling project pan, so I was really focusing on that, but I did finish that foundation. So hopefully now I will get a lot more use out of this, because I do technically still need 19 more uses for this. So I feel like that's going to be a little bit difficult. I don't know if I'm going to hit that goal, but I will try to wear this pretty much every day. I haven't been doing my makeup as much. I've pretty much only been doing like my full face of makeup when I film videos. So I will try to apply this even on days where I'm not really filming or doing anything, because most of the time I'm just staying at home. But I will try to remember to apply this and actually wear makeup more often in the next month so that I could get 19 uses out of this. I would be happy if I reached like 15 uses maybe, so I might not reach the 19 uses, but I'm glad I will be able to at least get some use out of this. The next product is my Milani Prep Set and Glow face powder, and my goal is to hit pan on this. This is basically just like a translucent, more glowy powder. So it's like a finishing powder, but I do use it as a setting powder. So I will use that Kat Von D powder just to set underneath my eyes and my T-zone to mattify. And then I will go in with this pretty much all over my face just to set it down and also give a little bit of glow. And this isn't too glowy at all. Even if you don't like a super glowy look, I feel like you could still like this if you want that natural effect to your skin, like you don't want your skin to look completely matte. So I have been really enjoying this. I find it's not glittery and it's definitely not over glowy. So I have been just using this to set my face, even though it's supposed to be like a finishing powder. Obviously I use this with a big fluffy brush. That's why I haven't hit pan on it yet, because this is really just wearing down pretty evenly. So there is like a little bit of a dip in this, and I feel like the product is getting pretty thin. So hopefully I will be able to hit pan on this within the next month. And I have been using it pretty much every time I do my makeup. So I've used it 9 times since the last update. And I really hope I can hit pan on this because I have been using it really consistently. But I know I have used a lot of product just because I'm wearing down the pan evenly. So I feel like it is getting pretty thin. But yeah, hopefully we will see pan on this in the next month. And then the next product is a highlighter from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And this is the Amrezy highlight, and this is like the most beautiful highlight. I find that it's the perfect shade to go with any look. It's not too gold. It's almost like a champagne color. But I also find that you can shear this out and just apply the tiniest bit to get a little bit more of a natural look. It definitely still is an intense highlight, but you can also build it up to be really, really intense. This is what I have on my cheeks today, but I do have another highlight layered on top of it. So yeah, I have been really enjoying using this. My goal with this is to use it 30 times, and I have used it 8 times since the last update, and the previous update I also used it 8 times. So I've used it 16 times in total, so I only have to use this 14 more times, but I have only been using it 8 times each month, so I do kind of have to up my usage on this if I want to hit my goal. But I have been layering highlighters on top of each other, so I feel like I could hit my goal if I just remember to focus on this, because I am kind of working on a few highlighters in project pans right now. So this one is a more difficult one that I feel like I could reach my goal if I really remember to use this, but then I feel like I might also be neglecting the highlighters in my other projects. So hopefully I will be able to reach my goal on this by the next update. And then for eyeshadows, I did choose a couple of eyeshadow palettes. The first one is the Baked Browns from Dose of Colors. So this is just a 5-pan matte palette, and I don't know how well you can see because I feel like it's hard to tell, but there is a huge dip going in this cream color right here, which I just used to set all over my lid. And I have been focusing on this third shade right here pretty much just as like a transition shade. So there is a little bit of a dip going in this, but I definitely have more usage on this one, and my goal is just to hit pan in at least one of these shades. I think I definitely will be able to hit pan in this cream shade. This transition shade has a little bit of a dip going, but I don't think I will be able to hit pan on that, but I'm glad I was able to get some usage on it, and there definitely is a dip in there. But most likely, I'm hoping that I will hit pan on this cream shade right here. So I will hit my goal on this by the next update. It would be nice to get pan in a couple of shades in here, but I don't know if that's going to happen in this project. And these shadows do have a lot of kick up, so I do really love this matte formula. They're super pigmented, but they blend really easily, and they are pretty soft. So if you don't like when shadows have like a lot of kick up, you probably won't like this, but I do really love this formula, and this is just like a perfect basic matte palette. If you only like to wear mattes on your eyes, I would definitely recommend this. And also I will insert pictures from updates from my last update. I think I forgot to take a picture in the intro, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, this was like pretty much brand new in the intro. So that is the usage I have gotten on it in this project. The next little eyeshadow palette that I chose kind of goes along with that palette because this is all shimmers. It's just a little trio from Kaja. This is the one in Toasted Caramel. So this does have 3 really pretty, beautiful, almost lid topper shades. You could build them up to be like an intense opaque metallic color, but I have been really loving using this. I have one of these shades on sort of the outer corner of my eye. I use this middle shade, and I have been liking to put like glitter shades all over my lid. So on the outer corner I will put like this deeper glitter shade, and it just gives a lot more dimension to the lid, and I have been really enjoying this. My goal was to use this 20 times because I wanted to like spread out my usage over the 3 of these, so I knew I wasn't going to be able to like hit pan in one shade. But I have used this 13 times in total. So over the last 2 months, I've used this 13 times, and I only need 7 more uses to reach my goal. So I think I definitely will reach my goal for this one by the next update. The next product is one of the Colourpop lip liners in the shade 951, and this is a little bit of a deeper, more warm shade. So this lip liner is definitely a lot deeper than I was expecting it to be, so it's going a lot more slow, but this is what I have on my lips as a lip liner. I do have 2 or 3 other lip products on top technically. So for my usage, I did mark where we are at, and then I just like tallied or marked my goal, so that doesn't make sense, but these are the lines. So that is the intro where it was at, and then you have the first update, and then the second update is where we're at right now. So this last line is where I want to get to. So we do have a lot of progress to make on this before I hit my goal, but the reason I haven't made as much progress on this in the last month is because I have been using a lighter, like my everyday lip color that's basically the same color as my lips, as my main lip liner, and then I've just been putting this on the edges, so to kind of give that like contoured effect and make my lips look a little bit bigger. So this definitely hasn't been going as quickly, but on the next month, or in the next month, I'm gonna focus on just using this lip liner a lot more, like on its own. So I'll be using a lot more product, and hopefully I will be able to reach my goal. I feel like it is possible, but I just have to remember to reach for this. And also, I do like to switch my lip color up a lot, and I feel like whenever I apply this, my lip just ends up being a lot deeper than like usual. So I will try to remember to use this. This is going to be a tough one to reach my goal, but hopefully I can do it. The next product, I do have a couple more lip products. So the first one is this NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Canes. And this is just the perfect pinky nude color. And I really love this liquid lipstick formula. It doesn't feel like a liquid lipstick at all. It doesn't dry down like 100%. It's just like that comfortable, soft, matte lip effect. So I do have this on my lips on top of that lip liner, and then I have 2 more products on top of this. So this does look a lot deeper on my lips right now because of how deep that lip liner is. But I did roll this in just the last update, because if you watch my last update, you'll know that I rolled out a lipstick I didn't finish, but go back and watch that update if you want to see that. But I did roll this in last update, so my goal was to reach 20 uses, so that would be like 10 uses each month. And I did only use this 6 times, so I still have to get 14 more uses out of this. And I do really love this lip color, and it's like the perfect everyday lip color, but like I said, I do like to switch out my lip color depending on like the eye look I'm wearing, and just for everyday, I don't like to wear the same lip color every day. So I will try to get a lot of use out of this, and if I could, I would wear this every day, but I just like to switch up my lips, like I said. So hopefully I will be able to reach my goal. I feel like 14 uses is kind of a lot. I will pretty much have to wear this almost every time I wear makeup, but hopefully I will also be wearing makeup more often in the next month, or at least I will try to. And then the other product is another one from NYX. This is one of their butter glosses, and it's in the shade Angel Food Cake, which again is just a really pretty pinky, more cool toned, like mauve-y color. So this does pair really well with that liquid lipstick and even with that lip liner. So my goal was to use this 20 times in total throughout the whole project, and I have used it 13 times in total so far. So I do only have to use this 7 times in the next month. So I definitely think this is a goal that I will be able to reach pretty easily. I do really enjoy these glosses, and it's pretty easy just to throw these on. So I have been really enjoying using this, and this is also a really pretty shade. I've been enjoying more cool tone looks, so this is actually gone really well with a lot of the looks I've been doing lately. So I am excited to get more use out of this, and I probably will definitely hit my goal with this one. Then I do have one exciting product that I hit my goal on, and I actually finished up the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Primer. This is probably one of my favorite primers. I don't like pore filling primers. I feel like they just don't really do anything for me. So my favorite type of primer is a hydrating primer, and I like that this has hyaluronic acid, so I feel like it's also giving me those skincare benefits as well. And I just really enjoy this. I probably will end up repurchasing it. But when we started, I think I drew lines. Yep. So when we started right here, so it was like a little bit more than halfway full, and I definitely went through it pretty quickly. So this is the first month's progress, and then the last month I finished it, and obviously it didn't take me too long to finish it. I did finish it a while ago. So I probably will be repurchasing this, but for how fast I go through this, it's kind of a more expensive primer. I think this is like $14 on its own, so it is kind of more expensive, especially for a brand like Colourpop, because I did go through this pretty quickly. I feel like I could use the whole thing up in like 2 months if I was consistently using it every day as my normal everyday primer. So I probably will end up repurchasing this though, because it's my favorite hydrating primer that I have found so far. But let me know down below in the comments if you have any good cruelty-free like hydrating primers, preferably that are more drugstore. But I was debating on whether or not to roll in a new product, and technically this project isn't rolling, but I did finish up one product, so I was debating if I wanted to like just throw in another product to have fun with for the next month. So I did choose a Flower Beauty blush balm. This is in the shade Cinnamon, and basically this is just a liquid blush, and I do really love this. This is one of my favorite blushes, and I love the shade of this, especially for fall. It's that more like warm tone brown shade. I'm so bad at describing shades, but I think I will say my goal will be to use this 10 times. I feel like I could stretch it with 15 times, but I am also working on a lot of blushes in other project pans. So I think I just want to get 10 uses out of this in the next month and just get a little bit of use out of it, because I haven't used it in a really long time, and this is one of my favorite blushes. So I'm excited to start using this again and get some good use out of it. But this is it for this Fall For You project pan update. Let me know down below in the comments if you're doing this kind of project, or if you're doing this project or any other project pans, because I would love to check them out. But if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I do post new videos 3 to 4 times a week, so if you want to see more from me, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notified every time I post. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.